Have you ever wondered what humanity would do if we faced a true global catastrophe? Not the stuff of movies, but a real threat that could wipe us all out. It's a scary thought, right? But what if I told you there's a plan? A last-ditch effort, a final beacon of hope, known only by a select few. It's called Project Atlas. Now, Atlas isn't some superhero team or a secret bunker for billionaires. It's something far more ambitious. Imagine our world is like a massive, intricate library, and every living thing, every plant, animal, and person is a unique book. Each book contains priceless information, a story written in the language of DNA. If a fire, or in our case, a global disaster, were to sweep through, we lose that entire library forever. Project Atlas is our emergency backup drive. The name itself is an acronym: Archived Terrestrial Life and Accumulated Sciences. Its mission is twofold. First, to create a comprehensive digital and biological archive of all known life on Earth. Think of it as Noah's Ark, but for the 21st century. Scientists are working tirelessly to collect DNA samples from every species they can find, from the smallest microbe in the deepest ocean trench to the tallest redwood tree. They're mapping the entire genome of these organisms. This genetic blueprint is then stored in heavily fortified, cryo-preservation vaults hidden in the most stable and remote places on the planet, deep underground in the Arctic permafrost, and even in a planned repository on the moon. Why go to such extreme lengths? Because if the worst happens, a massive asteroid impact, a supervolcano eruption, or a runaway climate disaster that makes Earth uninhabitable, this genetic data would be our only way to potentially reboot life. Future generations, or perhaps an advanced AI, could use this information to reseed a barren Earth or even a new planet with the rich biodiversity we once had. It's about preserving the very essence of what made our planet so special. But Atlas isn't just about plants and animals. That's only half the story. The second part, the accumulated sciences, is just as crucial. It's a digital record of all human knowledge. Think about everything we've ever learned: the works of Shakespeare, the principles of quantum physics, the recipe for your grandma's chocolate chip cookies, every language, every song, every piece of art, every historical document. All of this data is being etched onto indestructible materials like quartz glass fused with data encoded by lasers, designed to last for billions of years. These eternal libraries contain the sum total of our civilization. Why? Because if a handful of human survivors were to start over, would they know how to purify water, how to generate electricity, how to prevent diseases? Without this accumulated knowledge, they would be thrown back into the Stone Age. Project Atlas ensures that the survivors wouldn't have to reinvent the wheel. They would have a roadmap to rebuilding society. It would contain the hard lessons we've learned, our triumphs, and critically, our mistakes, so they wouldn't have to repeat them. It's the ultimate inheritance, a legacy of wisdom passed down to our descendants. So, who's running this massive undertaking? It's not one country or one organization. Project Atlas is a secret, global collaboration of the world's brightest minds: scientists, historians, engineers, and philosophers. They work in the shadows, funded by anonymous trusts and foundations, because the project's very existence must remain a quiet reassurance, not a cause for public panic. The goal is to prepare for the worst, while we all continue to work for the best. The moral dilemma of Atlas is profound. Is it a sign of hope, or a sign that we've given up? The people behind the project would say it's the ultimate act of optimism. It's a declaration that even in the face of oblivion, humanity is worth saving. That life, in all its forms, is precious. And that the story of humanity doesn't have to end, even if our world does. It's a plan we hope we'll never, ever need. The best-case scenario is that the ATLAS vaults remain sealed forever, becoming nothing more than a curious footnote in the history of a humanity that successfully navigated its challenges. But it's comforting to know that, just in case, someone is watching over our legacy. Someone is making sure that the light of life and knowledge, once lit, will never truly be extinguished. Project Atlas isn't just a backup, it's a promise to the future. A promise that no matter what, we will endure. Thanks for watching and exploring this idea with me. If you enjoy thinking about the big questions, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. See you next time.